Welcome, everybody. I'm Scott Watkins, and I lead the EdTech Catalyst programming here at Michigan Virtual. And today I'm excited to talk with Valerie Rackley, the founder of MindWired Labs and the winner of the 2024 Michigan Virtual EdTech Pitch Contest. Valerie, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Great. We're glad to have you. And for those who are watching, this is a great opportunity to hear from somebody who is probably in your shoes at this time last year, finding out about the pitch contest, wondering if they should apply, wondering what's involved, and honestly wondering if they have a chance. So Valerie went through it and came out the winner of the contest. So who better to hear from if you're thinking about participating this year? So Valerie, let's start with your journey. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to create MindWired Labs?
Yes, I am an application developer, and I started to delve into embedded systems, which is Arduinos, Raspberry Pis, and I realized there was a large lack of advanced tutorials or learning kits for this domain. So I started to create them myself, and I realized that other people were looking for the same thing. So that's why I made it.
And that's a super common founder story where you found a problem that or an opportunity that you were experiencing, you dabbled in it, and then you realized, you know what, you're not the only one experiencing this, and you've probably got a solution that a wider market would appreciate. So that's really awesome. Can you share a little bit about how MindWired Labs makes a difference for students and educators?
Yeah, recently I completed my degree, so it's not that long ago that I was in the education system myself. And learning programming, embedded systems, and anything in that domain, it was very fragmented. It was very difficult for students, educators, kind of everyone in there. So that's what I started to address, like the entire domain, the entire system, not just for embedded systems, but for programming, electronics, robotics, and all of that.
Great. And of course, we mentioned you participated and won the EdTech Pitch Contest that Michigan Virtual hosts. What, probably about a year ago at this time, what drew your attention to that contest and what made you decide to enter?
I had reached out to the SBDC because I kind of had these little ideas in my head about starting a business. And through them, they led me to you guys. It just happened to all the stars aligned, and within the next few weeks, you were hosting this pitch contest and the learning part. So I applied to it.
Great. And yeah, we have great partners. Melanie and the team over at the Michigan
Yep.
SBDC are a fabulous resource. So definitely worth checking them out too. So people who are watching this and wondering if they should apply for the boot camp and pitch contest, what advice or what would you say to them?
I would say absolutely. A lot of us are technical founders, so we're really good in our domain, but we don't know a lot about the business side, and there is a lot that you do not know. So it really helped me begin to realize what I don't know, which eventually I branched out from there, and there was even more that I don't know. So yeah, I would absolutely do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And that can be a little intimidating, realize what you don't know. So what helped you overcome some of that? What helped you prepare for the pitch contest and entering?
A lot of preparation in learning things like TAM, SAM, SOM, creating a pitch deck, and then refining the pitch deck. Because in the beginning, it was huge. The pitch deck was like reading a novel. So like really narrowing down your idea, getting it down to a sentence or two, and making a very nice, simple pitch deck that anyone can understand. So that it was very helpful for that.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of times big ideas are very difficult to convey concisely, and we definitely spend a lot of time on that in the boot camp and the pitch prep. So that's great that that had that impact for you. So you also attended the Innovation Boot Camp. Were there any elements of that that you found specifically helpful or beneficial to future participants?
For me, the practicing in front of other people and learning how to give a pitch and not be so nervous. So I kind of have social anxiety when it comes to that. So a lot of practice in that is really good to do, which eventually led me to Toastmasters to get better. Like if you're a founder, you're going to have to speak in front of people, eventually investors and stuff like that, and you really need to get better at it. So Toastmasters is going to help the nerves. This actually helped me realize how much my nerves affected me. So um, again, moving on to Toastmasters, getting better and getting used to speaking in front of people. Yeah, it's been very helpful.
That's awesome that that served as kind of that stepping off point into continuing the journey with being comfortable sharing the idea and getting the feedback, because it's really all about sharing it, learning, and growing with feedback from other people.
Mhm.
So of course you won the contest, which came with a $10,000 startup grant as well as some marketing and legal support. What does some of that support enable you to do?
We have a lot of recurring subscription fees, so it covers all of those. And then you have business expenses on top of it when you create your LLC, yearly filings, your tax returns, things like Canva, so that you can, create pitch decks and promotional materials. Also, some of my supplies and materials are a little pricey. Like I have a box behind me, and you when you purchase one box, that's $30 for one box. And when you're iterating over a product and trying to get it right, you might have to purchase five. The first one's wrong, the second one's wrong. And then supplies and materials. It helps with all of that.
Awesome. That's great to hear. You want to grab that box and show it off a little bit? That looks really cool back there.
Yeah, sure.
We'd love to see how the product's coming along.
Right. So this is the first iteration that I did. So it's just a big box full of your stuff. So this is the starter pack. And when you open it up, it has a list of materials inside of it and all the contents and a how-to box. And each of the kits has one. I think I have three right now. Right. This is the beginner kit. So this comes with things like all you need to get started, all of your electronic components, your parts and your pieces, and it has all the instruction materials inside of it. And I think that box took probably 3 iterations to get it where I wanted it. So yes, it's helped a lot with like supplies and materials because you have a lot of them. And of course, the economies of scale apply here. When you're only purchasing one box, they have to create a production line just for your box. So that's why you pay a bit more.
Absolutely. So you said you have three boxes kind of in the pipeline. Can you tell us a little bit more about each product and what MindWired Labs is producing and what we'll soon be able to put together on our own in our homes and in our offices and in our schools?
So this is the light kit. So this is everything to do with lighting and light. This one is a spy kit. So all the stuff you could do with embedded systems and create like a whole spy type thing. And then this one is all about sound. So everything in this kit is all sound. And then I have one more. I was expecting to pull all the boxes out right now. And this one is the everything about touch. So touch systems and sensors and stuff like that. And these are
being designed for at-home use or in classroom use in small groups, and everything you need is in that kit, right?
Yes. So they come with really large instruction manuals. These ones are beginner kits so that you can kind of get the idea of how to do something. And then the advanced kits are really large. They're really large and a lot different. I have one, but he's kind of buried right now. He was my first prototype, which is a very large vending machine. So you have to build the entire vending machine. And
that's fantastic to have a product line that students can kind of grow into. You can start simple and continue to scale up and get more complex and build your skills and build your interests. That's fantastic. So for anybody that's watching right now and might be on the fence about applying for the 2025 pitch contest and boot camp, what advice would you give them?
I would tell them to absolutely do it. Absolutely. I mean, even if you have the thought or an idea, you don't have a hard product and you don't really know where you're going, it can help you tremendously. It can help you narrow down what you want to do, give you insights and ideas, and you can go from there. And also, you're going to make a lot of connections of people that really want to help you. So that's even better.
Yeah, I think that's one of the overlooked benefits is the ability to network, share your ideas, and get feedback from people from really across the state and across the educational space, and apply all those lessons to improve the product as you go forward. So going forward, what's on tap for MindWired Labs in the coming weeks, months, and years?
So I realized that my kits are a small part of a larger ecosystem. So I'm a programmer, so I started to create an entire learning ecosystem for this. So it combines all of the programming concepts together. And then the kits are kind of an additional thing that you can purchase when you're ready. So it created a platform for it so that students or individual learners, anybody can do everything they need to do in one ecosystem. And when they're ready to have a kit or get a kit, they can get it right from the site itself.
Awesome.
And then I plan on May that should be completed.
Yeah, so you've been focused a lot on the product, understandably, over the past 6, 7, 8 months since winning the contest. And coming up in May, we'll find you online and social media and be able to get our hands on some of these MindWired Lab kits. That'll be exciting.
It will be.
Yeah. So, Valerie, is there any parting wisdom that you'd like to share with anybody interested in the pitch contest or with MindWired Labs, or any more information to share?
Yeah, there's a lot of resources out there. If you look, SBDC can help you, which led me to you, and the Small Business Association, um, the Spartan Innovation Group, which I went to. They invited me to that. That was fantastic. And if people don't know that, especially in the learning space, that there are government grants, that and people to help you write the grant stuff, and there's substantial grants. So there is so much information. So you should absolutely do this.
Yeah, and that's really why we created the program. We heard from a few people on EdTech who say, man, I wish there was more support. I've got this idea. There's nobody to help me get it going. And we said, well, there is a lot of that support out there. We just need to kind of align it together. So Michigan Virtual has tried to lead the way in bringing groups like Spartan Innovations and the Michigan SBDC and a whole bunch of others together to support EdTech innovation right here in Michigan, where we definitely have the talent. We've got great education programs. We've got great people on the tech side like yourself, and we can make some great things happen. Valerie, thank you for taking some time today. And everybody watching, if you have an EdTech idea that you're thinking about entering into the Michigan Virtual EdTech Pitch Contest, just go for it. Visit our website, michiganvirtual.com/pitch, to learn more. Applications for the 2025 Pitch Contest open on April 14th and run into late May. The program will be held later in June. That includes the boot camp and the pitch contest. So we encourage you to apply, and we can't wait to hear your exciting ideas for improving teaching and learning across Michigan. Valerie, thank you again, and we look forward to hearing everybody's great ideas.
Thank you.